kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
You have just tuned in to the Mag Nerd Podcast, your home for everything in music, anime, and gaming. What is up, guys? Showing up the King here, back with another video, and today,
oh shit, here we go again.
Hell yeah, we talking about them Joes, boys. God damn. Man, this has just been the craziest 48 fucking hours. I feel like I was in 48 hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. If you guys ain't from the 80s like I was, then you guys don't know that reference. But, man, whew, I feel like I've been through a war zone. This Hasbro, Target, G.I. Joe shit has just been absolutely insanity. But again, it's going to be a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a positive note, but again, I feel this is a therapeutic video. This is a video just so that I can kind of share with you my experience over the last 48 hours, and then maybe it'll help you guys feel better about your experience over the last 48 hours, and we can kind of just feel a little bit better that we all probably went through the same bullshit, all right? So, without further ado, let's talk about this shit. So, about maybe a week ago, I, got a tip. And, the tip was like, Target is going to be doing this collector's spot thing where for the entire month of July, they're going to be releasing a new exclusive action figures and toys every day for the entire month of July. And again, it also said it was going to be restocks and yada, yada, yada. And it clicked to me that, last month was Yojo June, which was I shouldn't say it's a big disappointment because that wouldn't be fair. I would say that it was very underwhelming. Yojo June was extremely underwhelming. As you guys can tell, even after the whole barbecue and, the cycle situation happened, I didn't even cover the second live stream they did in June for, G.I. Joe, because it was basically some of those 6-inch scale, kid toys that, no collector, well, I shouldn't say no collector, but a lot of us weren't really checking for. At least I know I wasn't. So I didn't even bother making a video on that. But anyway, this collector thing was supposed to be our opportunity to go ahead and get our hands on the Cobra Island exclusives that a lot of people were not able to get. A lot of people had to pay scalper prices for. We all know the drill. Again, me personally, I have gotten every single Target release from the beginning. Only things that I didn't have are the ones that I didn't really want. Roblox, Booster. Anyway, so I had everything. But again, I wanted, I like to have more than one. So again, I am going through it just like everybody else, but just not as bad, because at the end of the day, I could at least say that I have every single one of the Joes thus far. But that wasn't the case for a lot of people. So, we found out on Tuesday that, Target was going to go ahead and re-release the figures. This is going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's because I'm on the East Coast. And at 9 a.m., I start clicking. I'm actually, in the car with my wife. We were taking care of some business, and I was driving. So I had her on her phone. I was like, look, you need to be on your phone. I'll be on my phone. I kind of had it in the cradle, and I was just refreshing as I'm driving. Like, I would put my hand up and kind of, try to refresh the page, and she was doing the same thing, and it was a giant fucking cluster. Like, the page wouldn't load. It wouldn't let you add things to the cart. The same thing was happening to my wife. I was actually alternating between the Target app and just a regular web browser page, trying to get it to see if I can get it to work. It wasn't working. It was telling me that it couldn't go to my address. It couldn't go to the zip code. Couldn't add it to the page. And then this was for everyone. So they had six figures available. They had the Cobra Trooper, Beachhead, Firefly, Roadblock with the beach shirt on, whatever the hell that shit was. They had Baroness, and then they had Cobra Viper. So they had all six, and Cobra Viper ended up selling out first, and then Baroness ended up selling out, and then after that, it was just, again, it was a complete disaster. Nobody couldn't get anything. It was the same thing. Nothing had changed. And again, that's where my rant comes in. Because again, I'm like, how is it, again, that you guys are not prepared for the demand of your products? And again, I get it. There's probably a huge influx of people that were probably just going against the service, and the service probably crashed. But again, you guys should have anticipated that. Like, people have been spamming every single Hasbro live stream with no more Target exclusives. So you guys should have known that this was going to be a big deal, and you guys should have prepared for it ahead of time. But, you know, I digress. So that was pretty much day one. The bright side of that is that probably around 12 noon, about 1 p.m., I guess everybody stopped trying to go to the website, and you were able to finally go and log on, and you can get as many Cobra Troopers as you want. Or I shouldn't say as many Cobra Troopers. You can go ahead and get one Cobra Trooper. I think Beachhead was still available, and Roadblock was still available, aka Booster. I call him Booster. If you guys have seen Jingle All the Way with Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger, you will know what I'm talking about. So to me, Roadblock is Booster, you know, straight up and down. We don't want him. So, and again, I actually found it funny because as I'm going through all this drama, I was just like, is it just me? Like, I actually clicked on the Roadblock to see if I could add him to the cart, and he went to the cart immediately. And I was like, damn. I'm like, how is it that I can sit here and order this fucking Roadblock, but I can't get a Viper, a Baroness, I can't get a Trooper, I couldn't get a Firefly, I couldn't get none of it. But finally, at the probably like around 12 or 1 o'clock, I was able to log on, and I got a Beachhead, and I got a Cobra Trooper, and it actually ended up shipping, because I'm recording this on the 8th, but, you know, this happened just yesterday, and it actually ended up shipping, and it's supposed to be out for delivery today. So I'll be getting my Cobra Trooper and my Beachhead in the mail today from Target. So that's a bright side. And again, it would have been nice if I could have gotten my Viper and my Baroness, but, you know, I digress. So later on, after that whole fiasco happened, and again, I'm getting a lot of this stuff from the Facebook groups, because again, I told you guys I'm part of a lot of you guys that are watching this video right now are in that Facebook group. So again, you guys know there was a lot. They had separate chat rooms talking about classified victories, and, you know, a certain place where you can complain about not being able to get one. And it wasn't just me. There was a lot of people that first day that were not allowed to get the Vipers or the Baroness. And again, I'm assuming that bots was able to get them, because the way Target did it, it said one item per transaction. So it didn't say one item per household, meaning that if you try to go order one and then go back in and order another one, they would end up canceling it. You could legitimately buy one, go through the payment process, and go back in and buy another one, and just keep repeating that process. So I think what ended up happening is, the bots probably came out that first day and bought up all the Viper stock and bought up all the Baroness stock. And then I think Target ended up pulling it off the website, because that's what ended up happening. Everybody else stayed on there, and then the Baroness and the Viper were pulled off the website. So I think what they realized is that there were a lot of people bots trying to grab it, so they pulled it off. And then what they ended up doing is they came out with a statement saying, so sorry for the technical difficulties, we had issues, same, you know, PR bullshit. And they said, we'll be trying to do this again tomorrow, 8 a.m. And we apologize, blah, blah, blah. So here we are, 9 a.m., July 8th. Again, this time I was not, you know, driving around. I was still driving around because I had to drop my girls off at camp. But then I was in my car, and, you know, 9 o'clock hits. I was scrolling, going through, and again, having the same fucking issues. And again, it was so frustrating. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we not get a break here? But again, I mentioned him a lot. My homeboy Will, shouts out to you, Will, once again, you know, he hit me up on Messenger and was like, because again, he was trying to get a Baroness. I already had a Baroness, but I was trying to get another Baroness, and I was mostly trying to get a Viper. Like, that was the biggest thing, because I only had one Viper, and it's off. Like, I needed at least two Vipers at least. So that's what I was trying for. He was trying for the Baroness, but then he hit me up out of the blue and was like, yo, Pulse just dropped Baroness. Go now. So I quickly stopped fucking around with Target, ran over to Pulse, and lo and behold, Pulse had Baroness up $41.99. So I quickly added that to the cart and got it. Victory was mine. So then I jumped back to Target and I was like, all right, now I just need to get the Viper. So I'm like pushing for the Viper, doing the same thing where it's saying it's adding it to cart, couldn't add it to cart. And then finally, probably about another 15-20 minutes later, it finally slowed down to the point where you can add them to the cart. So then now I was able to get me a Viper. And I ended up actually getting two, because what I did was I went in, I placed the order, went through the process, got it, and then I went back in again, placed another order, and it went through as well again. And again, I don't know if it's going to get canceled. Again, it is what it is. But the thing is that unlike the ones that I got on the 7th, these are not actually going to ship until sometime in August, which is disappointing. Like the Cobra Trooper and the Beachhead that I ordered yesterday is actually going to be out for delivery today, but for some reason these Vipers that I got today are not going to be available until August. And I'm assuming what ended up happening is that all the stuff that was in stock sold out yesterday, and so now they're getting we're going to have to wait for the reissues that'll come sometime in August. At the end of the day, for me personally, it's not a big deal, because again, I already have the figures that I wanted. So it's not a big deal. I did want to get another Viper so I can add it to my display case, but I can wait till August. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of an annoyance. So yeah, that was it. Like, again, I'm still not happy with the way Target does things, but again, as of today, as of right now, this recording about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe you can still log on to Target and get yourself a Viper. It will not ship right away. It probably won't ship until sometime after August, but you should be able to get one as of, 11 a.m., on the 8th. So, yeah, I have officially done with G.I. Joe for right now. Again, I already have my barbecue and my and everything, and the All Striker. Not the All Striker. I have the cycle and barbecue. I have the exclusives. I have all the old stuff. I am done with G.I. Joe for a little bit. I need to take a break. Yeah. Right now I'm mostly focused on Master of the Universe Revelations. That new line in the 6-inch scale. I'm more looking forward to the toys themselves and not the show, because Jesus Christ, that's a story for another day. All right, so that's all I wanted to talk about for right now. Let me know what you guys think. Comment in the section below. Thumbs up the video. This is Sean the King. Have a good one. Peace.